Welcome Warriors, this is Kat from Wig Warrior in South Australia, and I'm here with a wig review for a brand new style from the fall collection by Jon Renau. This is Maya by Jon Renau. And the colour that you're looking at here is a beautiful brunette. This is number 6. Now, as I said, this is from the brand new fall collection for 2021 by Jon Renau. There are 5 styles in this fall collection range. This one is one that really has really nice curl, and that's why I wanted to take a good look at this one, because you often find that these styles that are out at the moment are very much about waves and they're a little bit wishy-washy. I really like the look of this one because there ain't nothing wishy-washy about this. This is proper curl right here. It's great. It's got a lot of body, it's got a lot of curl, it's got a lot of bounce, but sometimes you find with styles like this that have a lot of curl, they can feel a bit old in some ways. This one I don't think does at all. I think it's very stylish. This I've just gotten out of the box and I've just run my fingers through it and gotten rid of the part. But other than that, this has been straight out of the box, straight on my head. Beautiful color, number 6. Simple, elegant, natural. If you're just a natural, straight, average run-of-the-mill brunette like me, well, when I had hair, then this will be a great color for you. And it really looks nice in this too. A lot of people always review the curly styles in lots of blondes, but I like to do them in brunettes because I think, you know, us brunettes kind of miss out on all of that fun sometimes. So it's good to try something like this in a brunette. So a couple of features of this particular style. It's a monotop, okay? So it's got a monotop across here. It's got a lace front, and I'll show you that when I take the cap off. It's an open cap at the back. One thing I will point out about this cap, putting it on right now, it's an average size, but there's nothing small about this average. I do find sometimes with Jon Renau that their caps can be a little bit bigger for some of their styles. Not necessarily the ones that are monotop though. This one I find quite large. It comes down a long way at the back. So that's where my occipital bone is. That down there is where the bottom of the wig is, okay? So it's got a lot of room in here, and you can see on the sides too how low this comes. Like, that's just my little bio hair there. And then on the side there, it comes down a long way. I think if I was going to wear this with my 21-inch circumference for a long period of time, I would need to have a band or a cap under this because I've already adjusted it in all the way and it still feels like it's coming down too far at the back for me. So if you've got a smaller head, you might find this is going to rub against your ears and be a little bit too big, but it may just be this particular one that I've got on. It is average, and I think it will definitely fit you if you have an average size head. But if you're on the smaller side, you might find it's a bit big. The other thing about Maya is that it does have quite a bit of hair. When I first took it out of the box, and I will say this, when I first took it out of the box, I picked it up and just went, ah! Because it looked so wiggy. And there is quite a bit of hair here. I think this is a style that's going to take a bit to get right. I like it with all this sort of curl right here, but if you don't like it like that, if you want it to be a little bit gentler, you'd need to do a little bit more work with these just to break them up a little bit. But I think a big part of the niceness about this style is all this body. But if you have a face which is quite wide, like if you have a round face or a small square face, you might find there's a lot out here. I have a rectangle face, so I can probably get away with it. But if my face was any wider across, I think I'd think twice about putting this much curl on the outside. So just think about that if you're looking at a style. You might want to look at one of the other styles that's come out which has curls or waves a little bit lower, that doesn't sort of take you out here. A couple of dimensions about Maya by Jon Renau. Take them with a dose of salt because this is curly, of course. Fringe, 19 centimeters. Well, you know, it's not designed to be a fringe. I suppose you could cut one in, but remember that there is curl in here, so it will affect how it sits on this style. So if you cut something into, say, a Julianne or a January, you'd be familiar with what I mean. The crown down 23 centimeters, the sides 20.3 centimeters, and the nape 16.5. Okay, but look at where that's sitting. Like, it's sitting for me in my little head and my little neck, just below where my neck is. I think it's a beautiful length. It's not so long that it's overwhelming, but it's not so short that it doesn't feel really nice and feminine. I feel really comfortable in this length, and I think it's a really great in-between length. A lot of ones like this tend to sit higher. I like the fact that this one sits lower. The big draw card obviously with this is these curls. And if that's the kind of thing that you're looking for, great. I think you're gonna love this style. Let me take the cap off and I'll show you the inside. So this is the inside of the cap for Maya. You can see she's got a full mono top here, and the lace front is, it's quite generous actually. I think it's very generous, and it's quite deep in there before you get your line of silicone that's going back to the regular part of the mono top. And you've got felt around the outside here to keep it a bit more comfortable. Around the sides you've got fuzzy felt on the ear tabs here. The cap itself is open. You can see here, as I said before, pull that a bit closer. Can you see how close I've pulled that in? And even for me, I showed you how low it comes down. This is not a small average cap. This is definitely a far more generous one, and I can't bring it in any closer than that, or I'd be doubling it up and it would start to bunch. So just bear that in mind. It is extended. The adjustments you do via these little fuzzy felts here. And stretch wise, I think she's quite stretchy. I mean, for a mono top, because remember, when you've got mono tops, that's the thing to remember. If you don't want to, if you have a bigger head and you want something that's going to be stretchy, don't go for a mono top, because the more of these kinds of features that you've got on the top, the less it's going to stretch. Okay, so just bear that in mind. If you have a much bigger head and you are looking for an average size cap that'll stretch for you, monotops are going to stop it from stretching as much. So with that in mind, it doesn't have a lot of stretch, but the cap itself is quite large. So just keep that in mind. Now these curls, look at that. Isn't it gorgeous? I absolutely love this. Curls with meat. That's what we need, meaty curls. This is a meaty curl style for somebody who's looking for curls with a little bit more bite. Maya's going to do it for you. I really like this style. Seeing it on the advertising material that Jon Renau sent out for the fall collection, this one is the one that immediately caught my eye. And it is, I think, because of those curls. I get a little bit about the whole wussy wave thing, and some good meaty curls I think is something that, you know, everybody loves to wear curls at some point. It's just so fun and so pretty. It makes you kind of feel nice and happy when you've got curls on. This is a happy wig. I really think this is a very happy wig. And despite the fact that the cap is quite large, I am seriously considering keeping this one because I think it is a beautiful style. In this color, it looks so natural. And it just, it is the sort of thing that you can put on to feel good about yourself, you know? And isn't that, you know, what we all want to get from our wigs, just to feel good? But bear in mind, yes, it is a little bit larger in the cap. There is quite a bit of hair here. So if you're not comfortable with having lots of hair, bear that in mind. And if you've got a wider face, you might want to think about where those curls sit. But if you're happy with all three of those kinds of things, I think Maya here is a really good choice. So, part of the fall collection from Jon Renau for 2021, this is Maya, and you're looking at her here in the colour number 6. My name's Kat, I'm from Wig Warrior in South Australia. We've got the entire fall collection by Jon Renau available on our website, www.wigwarrior.com.au. Make sure you subscribe so you can see our videos as they come up, and we're on Facebook and on Instagram as well. So till next time, have a great day. Bye.